Sup, guys? We're back for our NFL picks. Just getting these picks out to you guys for Thursday. Uh, Last week wasn't really a good week for picks, but for overall bets, I think we went positive 2 point something units. Um, so that's two positive weeks in a row betting. But yeah, the picks were down. So what's
Yeah,
up with you?
yeah, picks were down bad.
But it's tough on some of these weekly matchups, especially where two bad quarterbacks are playing against each other. It's gonna make a hard game to predict.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
you ready to get in the first game?
Yeah.
All right, first game: the Steelers and the Browns playing each other. Browns coming just off a heartbreaker against the Jets, and what was the Saints one again, or the Steelers?
The Steelers. I mean, they were in a close game with the Patriots, and the Patriots had the ball with 6 minutes left and just ran it all the way down the field to run out the clock. So, I mean, the defense is probably hurting after that.
Yeah, the over under for this game is set so low. And the Browns can scare me, I think, with a couple plays. You know, they did put up some points in their Jets game, although the Jets aren't the best defense. Um, but we're thinking we're thinking the Steelers spread here. Uh, the Browns just aren't consistent enough offensively to take, and neither really are the Steelers. So it's kind of hard to make a full prediction. But the +4 is a good value, I think.
Yeah, divisional game, short week. I'll go with the +4 there.
Okay, next game, Chiefs Colts. Chiefs with another win, and the Colts having their worst game maybe in a couple of years versus the
Yeah.
Jaguars.
They went down to Clown Town and got shut out. I can't trust them at all. So I will go with Chiefs -5.5.
Yeah, I just think that the Colts not putting up any points against the Jaguars and getting ran all over by Trevor Lawrence, I think that's not going to hold up. -5.5 Chiefs. Probably should actually click the buttons for you people. Okay. Next game. We got the Bills and the Dolphins. Bills just won on Monday night versus the Titans, and Dolphins with a huge come from behind victory against the Ravens. What's the line you like here?
Um, I'll go with the Bills -6. I mean, that's probably a little too steep for my liking, but it was too steep for me last week and at -10, and they killed the Titans. So I'll go with them this week.
Yeah, I think also I'm thinking that number as well. Just the fluke. There's a little bit of flukeness behind. Um, I think the Dolphins come back. Not that they didn't deserve some of it, but there were some plays where Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were just wide open with no one around. Some bad scheming from the Ravens defense makes me think that the Bills are going to put up a lot of points, and Tua is going to get some turnovers and or turn the ball over. So yeah, Bills sit -6.
Yeah, the Ravens do play a lot of man-to-man coverage, and the Bills play zone.
Okay. Next game, you got the Eagles versus the Commanders. Eagles just blew out the Vikings on Monday night. Rip my life. And then the Commanders. Who they just play? They play the Lions, right?
Yeah, they lost by like six or so, somewhere around there.
Yeah. I'm thinking the Eagles spread. I think you were looking at a different one on this one.
Yeah, I'm probably going with Commanders spread +6.5.
I'll
Divisional game. Eagles are coming in on short week, playing on Monday night. So I think losing the Lions, Commanders will try to have a bounce back game.
I'll defer it to you because you're the expert here. But the
I'm
Eagles,
far from an expert.
you're the expert out of the two of us. Or at least you spend more time on NFL stuff. I think the Eagles do will have that spread number. I think the Commanders. I mean, their defense played well versus the Vikings, and I mean the Vikings had some bad scheming defensively, but the Commanders also had a hard time keeping up with the Lions. I just think they're gonna be a little faster team here
Yeah,
with
I
the
mean,
Eagles.
the Eagles only beat the Lions by 3. I mean, it
True, but fast-paced offenses versus this defense might be also trouble.
could be.
Next game, get the Bengals and the Jets. The Bengals off to an extremely slow start, and the Jets from behind victory in a minute and however many seconds. Um, what's the line here?
Like the Bengals -5. Um, heartbreaking loss on a field goal last week, where their comeback came up a little short. And Jets are high off of their come from behind victory. I think they'll be a little sluggish coming out of the gates, and I like the Bengals -5 here.
Yeah, I think the Bengals be able to run the ball better here too. Control time of possession a little better, and put some points on the board. Give me -5.5 or 5 as well. Next game, Ravens and Patriots. What's
Yeah,
your
I
thought?
like the Ravens -2.5 here. I think they're heartbroken from last week, giving up that large lead. I think they'll come out hot here, and I think they'll win pretty handily against the Patriots.
Yeah, faster team. Less explosive players on that Patriots offense. Also, they haven't put up many points. They didn't put up like any points week one versus the Dolphins, maybe a 7, but and then uh, I think they just got it here with minus two and a
Yeah,
half.
I'd like the under here as well. I don't think the Patriots will be able to put like 20 points or so.
Yep. All right. Next game we got the Lions at the Vikings. Vikings obviously we just talked about with the loss versus the Eagles, where they didn't show really anything. Bad offensively, bad defensively, and the Lions coming in with a lot of spark plays with Amon-Ra St. Brown and beating the Commanders. So what's the line here?
Yeah, I like Detroit +6 here. Divisional game. I mean, Detroit tends to play the Vikings pretty close, and I think they will here as well.
Yeah, from my memory, at least last year, both the Vikings and the Lions games came down to a field goal. Or actually, I think the one came down to the touchdown for the Lions, but it's been close games twice in a row. The Vikings still are kind of shaky legs, possibly. Um, I could see them hitting that the Vikings getting a big win, but also can't really trust them. That they're pretty inconsistent. Lions +6.5 looks right. All right, next one. Texans at the Bears. I know your pick here.
Yeah, I like the Bears -3 here. I was watching the Texans Broncos game, and the Texans defense could not stop the run to save their life. So I think the Bears will get that run game going, get play action pass going, and I like them to win by 3 at least here.
I'm gonna counter your point. I'm just gonna pick the under 40, but keep in mind that -3. Um, I think just with neither explosive offenses, Fields hasn't really put up a lot of yards passing so far, and Davis Mills wasn't very accurate the last 2 weeks. I gotta stick with the under for this game, especially with 40. I would think this would be even lower than what it is, but I'll take under 40. Also, I thought the Texans had some decent run defense against Jonathan Taylor week one, but they still let up some. But it is Jonathan Taylor. He's pretty
They are ranked worst run defense in the league right now.
okay. Well, we'll see, but I think they'll stop the run. Not stop the run, but
I don't.
hold them to not a touchdown or hold the under there. Okay, next game. Got the Raiders and the Titans. Raiders. What was their last game? They
They
oh
lost to the Cardinals
they
on
should have won that
overtime.
game.
Yeah.
Cardinals got some lucky calls at the end of the game. Kyler Murray runs around for a minute on plays. The defense is exhausted, hard to keep up with that. Titans and just got blown out by the Bills. So what's the pick?
Yeah, I can't trust the Titans at all. They haven't been able to run the ball very well. So I'll go Raiders -2 here. I mean, maybe even the under 45 and a half. The Titans can't seem to put up many points up on the board. So I like either one of those.
I think you could get a even better spread here for the Raiders with more value too. I think you could go like even their money line looks good, but I think you could also do like minus like 5.5, 6.5. I think they might win this game by a little margin. But yeah, Raiders spread right here I like as well. Next game, Saints and the Panthers. Um, I'll let you just start on this one.
Yeah, I like the under here. Uh, Neither team has put up many points on the board. Although Saints were playing a good defense, Tampa Bay. I don't think Baker's a world beater. I like the under here.
Yeah, I agree. Jameis Winston apparently with spinal like vertebrae fractures in quotes. Don't really know exactly all the details. Um, Panthers really not doing anything special so far.
And I
Also,
don't think the Panthers will be able to put up many yards on the Saints D. They're pretty
exactly
stout.
under 40.5 looks good. Next game, Jaguars at the Chargers. Um, I like the 7 here. I don't know what your thoughts are for the chart. If you like the 7 with the Chargers here,
Yeah, I'll take it.
I think that it's a lot harder of a defense to play compared to what they just played in the Colts, who just lost their defensive coordinator and some defensive weapons. I think the Chargers will blow them out here. So,
Uh, I don't know if Herbert's. I think he wasn't practicing today
oh,
or he was limited in practice today.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, I don't know.
Hold on to that one. Don't pay. Might just uncheck that one. But if Herbert's
Yeah,
playing -7, um, otherwise just maybe hold off on that one.
maybe the under for that game.
Yeah, if he's not playing, under would be a good look. All right.
Yeah.
Next game, Packers versus Buccaneers. Um, goddamn. For this one, Packers just beat the Bears. I didn't think they really didn't get challenged that much in that game. I think they played the first game against the Vikings. Got a lot of pressure on Rodgers. Second game, they were able to run the ball a little better. Rodgers just kind of dumps it off to his running backs. They'll do the work for him. Buccaneers not looking good this season, but are 2-0. What's your pick here?
Yeah, I think the Buccaneers win a close, low-scoring game here. So either way, Bucks and the under here is what I'm leaning. I'll go Bucks for the main pick.
Yeah, there's
Bucks
some
-1.5.
there's some team styles I think that the Packers struggle with, and it's teams with great defensive lines, and this is an example of one. Um, they kind of had troubles with the pass rush of the Buccaneers, and 49ers is another team they kind of struggle with. I think I think winning by 3 is pretty achievable for the Buccaneers here, although it's kind of might be an ugly game for Tom Brady again. Um, do minus 1.5 for the Bucks then.
Yep.
Next game, um, Rams at the Cardinals. Cardinals just coming off their comeback win. Kyler Murray overall, in my opinion, didn't play too well up until some of those final moments. But like I said, scrambling for a minute, it's pretty hard to deal with for the defense.
Yeah, I
Especially,
mean, you can't cover guys for 20 seconds. Someone's eventually going to get open.
especially on like
And
a
yet,
10-minute
yeah,
drive too.
and yet they really didn't, and he had to run 2 of those in.
Yeah, and then the Rams, they just played the Falcons and took care of that game, but there was a comeback scare. Still gonna take Rams 3.5. I think that the Cardinals just aren't consistent enough right now, and hopefully Aaron Donald can stuff that center and they can crunch the pocket on Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'd go Rams. I'd buy a half a point and just go -3 and take it at -120 or whatever it's going to be in, just in case a field goal late.
Yeah, may as well get your money back if you can. Um, Next game, Falcons at Seahawks, kind of a slop fest. It's kind of a weird game because the Falcons have put up some points in some matchups here, even though they're a pretty bad team. Seahawks had a week one win, not the best, not the craziest offense, but got it done. Um, in their week two game, I think they just got ran all over by 49ers. So, what's your pick here?
Yeah, I'll go Falcons +2 here. I think they'll be able to score some points, and the Seahawks offense isn't really that good, so I'll go Falcons +2. Not confident at all here,
I'll
but if
stick.
I had to make a pick, that's what it would be.
I'll stick with the +2. Yeah, I wouldn't bet anything on this game, but um, I think the Seahawks at home is sometimes a hard game for people coming in. But yeah, I'll try the Falcons here, with a little bit more possible weapons on their team. And then next game, we got the Sunday night game of 49ers at the Broncos. Uh, 49ers, Trey Lance just breaking his ankle. Jimmy G coming in, getting the win. I like his experience on the field. Russell Wilson really hasn't gotten going, not really riding thus far. I got the Niners -1.5.
Yeah, Russell isn't cooking yet. I think the 49ers getting some juice back, getting Jimmy G in there. They seem to like him more than Trey Lance. If I had to point that out, I like him at -1.5 here.
Let's be honest, he's the better QB.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, they should be able to run the ball here against the Broncos D and then play action off that, which Jimmy G, that's what he's good at.
they do a good job too of keeping Jimmy G throwing in the middle of the field, not having to make complicated throws, just finding the center, slants, inside routes, something like that. But yeah, -1.5, 49ers. Final game. You got the Cowboys at the Giants. What are your thoughts on this game?
Yep, NFC East. Uh,
It's a bad Monday night game to watch, I'll tell you.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's the lowest total over under besides tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll go Cowboys +1. Cooper Rush he's the real deal.
I think they just need somebody who can step in and play a little bit, and that's all they really need with the Cowboys. Um, and that defense is fast. I mean, Micah Parsons obviously just a big problem for any team he's gonna play. I don't think you can really trust the Giants in many games here. So
Yeah, I don't trust the Cowboys in many games either.
I mean,
So
yeah, another game that you fade betting, but
yeah,
Giant or Cowboys +1's probably the play.
if I had to play, yeah.
All right. Yeah, these are the NFL picks here. I think we're planning on doing. I mean, I'm thinking of doing a UFC vid on Friday, maybe. I don't know, Friday or Monday, but
Maybe
and
over the weekend.
what's that?
Maybe over the weekend.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, check out those. Try out some of those lines, some of those suggestions. Um, Maybe we'll start getting better bet sheets out faster for some of this stuff too. And anything else from you?
No, I like to actually like see the injury report before I like place my bets for the NFL because I mean every week players are
It's
injured and
Yeah, it's
that
so
can
week to
really
week.
affect a game or two.
But yeah. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.